short. So they accepted him, and he wouldn't. So my brother said after he said that he would not exchange 10 non-Jews for this one little Jew. My brother said, let's be separate. Maybe one of us will survive. Thank God my brother also survived, and he's now in New York, and he's um, an Orthodox rabbi in New York. I'm just telling you in short because my time is not much. I have to make everything short. So they accepted him, and he wouldn't. He wouldn't. So my brother said after he said that he would not exchange 10 non-Jews for this one little Jew. My brother said, let's be separate. Maybe one of us will survive. Thank God my brother also survived, and he's now in New York, and he's um, an Orthodox rabbi in New York. In the meantime, and everybody liked him. If I would say, you know, my brother is a rabbi now, and he was a partisan, and he was in the woods, and everybody liked him, it's hard to believe. So I have to tell you the reason why everybody liked him. Because when he was in the partisans, he is very religious, and he wouldn't eat non-kosher food. So when our group, the Partisans Brigade, when every day they had to send a partisan to find out where the Nazis were, in which village, how many are they getting ready to attack us. So every day they send in somebody else to find out about them, to investigate. So my brother always asked if somebody else was assigned to go. He replaced them. He said, you stay, I will take your place. He risked his life. He is the one that ready to be killed, to go into a village and there could be Nazis and he would get killed. So of course they were happy that he is replacing them, but the reason why was because when he went to the villages, he could eat something kosher that was okay to eat, not non-kosher food. So he ate milk, he drank milk, he ate cheese, butter. He had something that he's allowed to eat, one thing. And another thing is, he had a rifle, so he took much more food that he needed because he went into the woods and there were quite a few Jewish families with children that were not accepted into the partisans, and they were hungry. They had no rifles to get food, so he brought them food. So he did two things, and in the meantime, he survived. Thank God he survived, because that was almost impossible to survive. Let's say once, like I went with a group, and we always traveled at night. It was very cold, and we were hoping it will turn warm. It will be a little. I'm sorry. It will be a little warmer. We will be able to go into a house to warm up, but it was sometimes 20 below, sometimes 30, and even 40 below, and we still had to be outside. And I never slept in a house for 2.5 years. Not only slept in a house, but there was not a roof over our head, and not a bed, and it was cold, and sometimes we were hungry. So when we came, and we were going with this group, and we were hoping to find a house to go in at least for 10-15 minutes to warm up. In the meantime, suddenly we noticed lots of lights, so we became very happy. Now that's probably, and it was in the middle of the night because we only walked at night, not in the daytime. So there was many lights, so we were happy that must be a village. We will be able to go in and to warm up. We were happy, and we started to walk faster with more strength, and then after a short while we started to walk faster, all the lights disappeared. Can you imagine our disappointed? What was the reason? Those were not lights from a village. It was lights, the wolves, their eyes shines at night, and we were thinking that this is a village. But when we came closer to the wolves, they all escaped, and this is why all the lights disappeared. Of course, we were disappointed, but nobody complained. In a way, we were glad because now we know if the wolves were there, that means there are no Nazis, so we can continue our walk, and safety. So this was one time. And this is, I'm just, because people are always asking me, how did you survive? So I'm telling them always something. Let's say another time when I knew that my brother is so close, I wanted to go to see my brother. So I asked permission, but I didn't want to go by myself because it was safer to ask somebody to go with me. Otherwise, they could say that I'm a spy. And if I'm a spy, I have to be killed. So I always asked somebody to come with me. And one of the boys said he will go with me to see my brother. So it was in the evening. I said we will go when it will be completely dark, and I wanted to go to sleep in the meantime a few hours. So one of the other guys comes over to me and he said, "Are you going to see your brother? Is he going to take you?" The other guy. So I said, "Yes, he's going to take me. He's a nice guy." So he said, "No, Faye, he is not going to take you to see your brother. He is going to kill you." So what shall I do? What would anybody do? If he's going to kill me, maybe I should cancel it. And then I said to myself, if I will cancel, and the guy said, it's not the guy who told me that he's going to kill me, he just made a joke, and he wanted tomorrow to laugh and to smile and to say he scared me off, I'm a coward, and all the Jews are cowards. So I didn't want to make a name for the Jewish people that they are cowards. And I said to myself, after all, I have a rifle too, I have a gun, I have a grenade to kill myself if I am in problems, or if I'm captured alive by the Nazis, so they wouldn't torture me. It's easier to get killed faster. And I went, and he was a nice guy, and I survived, and I saw my brother. So this is how life was. Another time, I was asked with another partisan to go on a special mission to deliver some messages, and the commander said it would be safer if we will go with a little boat, because we have to pass very close around the Nazis. So we took the little boat also in the evening, and it became dark already, and it started to rain. A whole night we were in the little boat. It was raining, and the boat was full with water, and we were all wet. And a whole night until almost was daytime. So, but it was still dark. So we came to the place where we were supposed to come, and the guy says to me, "You know what, Faye? I will go out first, and I'll pull in the little boat, so you won't have to walk up to your waist in the water." So I said, "Okay, what for me are different. Anyways, I am wet. Anyways, I'm dripping with water. But if he says he wants to go out first, let him go out first." So he walks out, and as soon as he started to walk on the ground, he walked on a mine, and the mine exploded, and he was torn to pieces. And I couldn't find his body, and I was left alone. I didn't know where to go. It's still dark, because all over around are different groups, and each group kills each other. There were Akovces, Banderovces, Vlasovces. There was a general, a Russian general, his name was Vlasov, and he turned his whole army against his own people, and now he was with the Nazis and killing partisans. So I knew that if I will take the wrong path to go and to meet where I was supposed to go with the guy that was torn to pieces.